So you get the call. You knew you were coming in, but when you first walked out there and you heard the crowd, what emotions at that point?
Yeah, I mean, brought me right back to the first day in 2009, first game walking onto the field, hearing the seeing the stadium full and just hearing the chatter and then the first Seattle Sounders chant. I mean, it always gets me every single time, and I think we'll continue to do so, forever. So. Just an amazing experience. I think, the game was great. I think the fans were trying to, sort of feel it out a little bit early on. How are we gonna, how is our team going to do it against Chelsea? And but then just the excitement built as the goals started going in, and a couple great goals from Freddie, and it was just it was an awesome night.
Any second thoughts out there as the clock ticked down to 90?
Right about the time that I blocked Andy Rose's header from going in, I was, a little bit too old to get out of the way, so I thought it was maybe the right time to hang him up.
Was that going in?
I don't know. I think so. Absolutely. Yeah.
What do you think about that being maybe a final moment as a professional?
Well, I think you're going to see many more goals from Andy Rose. We got that to look forward to. So, for me, it was just exciting being out there, and I was just happy to run around, and I was trying to get in the mix and make something happen, and sometimes they go and sometimes they don't.
Will you laugh about that one for?
I think so. Yeah, I've already started.
Do you have any idea you were going to get the armband, and what did that kind of mean? You and Freddie handled that?
That was just that was Freddie. Being the person that he's grown into, and just a great man, a great soul. So. I was excited, just to run out there and to hear the fans, and I mean that was the best part.
How was it in the locker room after the game?
So I haven't made it. I don't know if you've seen this going on over here. I haven't made it in the locker room after the game, so I'll let you know afterwards.
Roger, what will you remember from tonight?
Wow. I don't know. That's actually a good question. I think. A little bit of everything, I think I approached it, as mindful as I could be, just to take in as much as I, and just, sort of soak it in, whether it was, kind of the sights, the sounds, the smells, pretty much just everything, and really, it really was a great way to go out. I think when you kind of come to the end of something, you really, I find myself, sort of thinking back and really appreciating the special moments, and this is one that's gonna stay with me for forever.
As you're waiting at midfield, getting ready to go in, what was going through your mind?
I don't know. A couple of fans were heckling me, so I was having trouble concentrating. No, I was just excited to step on the field, and looked up and saw a little bit of time, and thought I could maybe get out there and run around and make a difference. Was just excited.
Were you able to handle the emotions as well as you thought you were going to?
I think so. There were moments of, I get sort of caught up a little bit, and they would take over, but pretty even keeled through the whole thing, and like I said, being able to appreciate it for what it is. I'm sure it'll hit me at some point. Maybe when I wake up tomorrow morning and don't have to go to practice.
Why do you think you had such a special relationship with this fan base?
I attribute it to just being around a long time. I've been in Seattle for 9 years. 2003 was my first summer, and just playing a lot of games. And the organization, especially the last 3-4 years, the MLS version of the team has done a great job of putting players into the community and making that connection, and giving players opportunities to cultivate those relationships and, make of it what they will. And that's one of the things that I think I've become passionate about, especially as this year has gone on, and I've, sort of figured out what's next and where I want to go. It's just kind of, just out there hanging out with fans and, talking soccer, talking whatever. It's just, it's one of those things that I love to do.
Do you remember the first time you ever dreamt of being a professional soccer player? Can you imagine the state of you this far?
I started playing soccer. My mom told me I started playing soccer when I was 5. We had this conversation the other day. I had no idea. I'd been telling people 8 or 9, so it shows how much I remember. I must be getting old. but for me, it's been, it's definitely been the journey. It's been, the expectations were always, never really know what was next for me. It's always been a bit of a battle, and so, it was sort of, reevaluate every moment there was a little adversity. Every time it was, hey, am I going to play another year? Am I not? And it's one of those things where I love the game so much, and I've loved this organization and loved the guys. And everything about this city, and so it's kept me motivated to to play and to perform and to keep working at it. I don't know. The first person that asked. It's usually how it goes. Every
You only
once in a
had
while.
2,000 more pairs. It would be so much more
I
fun.
know. Well, I got plenty. I can thank Theodora for that.
What will Tony ask you about now?
Yeah, exactly.
Tony, I got another pair in my car.
I appreciate
Yeah.
So that this will, and obviously you'll continue to be to be a fan, but you think you'll be around the team and all on occasion. I know you and Zach are good buddies, and you and a lot of the guys are good buddies.
Yeah, I mean it's a tight knit group, a close knit group, and it's the whole thing. I refer to it as a Sounder family. Whether it's the players, the staff, the coaches, the organization, the fans, the media, and
Nice. That was good.
yeah, but I will be. I'll be around the organization. I'm very fortunate and thankful to be staying in Seattle, and I think just to kind of promote the game, promote the team in any way that I can, and help in any way that I can, really.
Me preguntaron si podría hacer un anuncio y pensé que era porque yo juego para los Seattle Sounders. No puedo porque mi inglés no es muy bueno. That's true. Entonces me dijeron que el anuncio era de padres, niños y familias. Eso es muy importante para mí y le dije que yo hago lo que puedo hacer. No importa cuál idioma tú hablas, hay un idioma universal que nuestros niños comprenden y necesitan. Y es el amor y el cariño de los padres. Be a good parent and stay involved in your child's life.